Welcome to the artwork of CP. I had to get to straighten my head, you guys, for it is Saturday. For some weird reason, I keep thinking it's a day of a week, aka Tuesday, but no, it's Saturday. And today we're going to talk about the podcast etiquette, and then we're going to do a life update next week, and then we're going to the school, and then we're going to do the books. So that's the schedule on that. But today we're going to talk about podcast etiquette and how I do it, and then if you all if you want to interview Danielle, be my guest, interview Danielle, interview us together. I don't care. But the fact of the matter is, Danielle is quite confident behind that mic, even though it's me. When she is out in public, you have to go. She's smarter than a whip, actually. But she, as a backup plan, she likes to use her iPad, which is perfectly fine. But the iPad, and you guys have heard the iPad on, we've talked about this several times now over the years, of you've heard the iPad on Ask Win and the Artwork of CP and Thoughts with CP. We've talked about how Danielle uses assistive devices. And so, but the problem with assistive devices is that they're just a little bit slow. They're better than they were basically back in the 90s. Danielle and I had been dealing with assistive devices since the 90s, quite frankly. And so they're better than they were back in the 90s, but they're still just a little bit slow. And so one of the things I want to say, and then I'll get into the general population. I'm just trying to put the spotlight on universal design here and making a podcast universally friendly for the disabled and the able-bodied alike, and even those of us who have brains that are able-bodied but are disabled alike. So I want to say that you're going to have to use the iPad with someone that can't speak on their own, has difficulties speaking on their own. And you're just going to have to give the assistive device, whatever they're using, space and grace, because Danielle and the rest of my disabled friends are quick on the iPad. It's when, and Danielle, correct me if I'm wrong here, but when you guys don't have enough time, you get frustrated. Am I correct in saying it?
Yeah.
So you guys, I want, when you guys interview a person with a disability, please put space between the questions. You yourself, as a podcast host, take a drink of water just so the disabled person has a moment to think, has a moment to gather their thoughts. And then for the able bodied, please, 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 because I don't use Apple Podcasts. I know Danielle does. Danielle and I on iPhones and we're also on Macs, but I don't use Apple Podcasts. Please hand everyone your website, and please hand them the bluntly ask them, where do you listen to podcasts? Because I'm noticing that, and I'm trying to break the stigma. The big elephant in the room is Apple Podcasts. Well, if half the population is on Android because they're cheaper, except now you're paying the same amount of, you're paying the same amount of money as Apple iPhones now, but because they're cheaper and a little bit more accessible, thank you. My own mom, my stepmom has an iPhone, but my own mom didn't have a Apple iPhone. She went with Android. I went with the Apple iPhone, and she went with Android. And so, because half the population uses Android, you gotta meet people where they're at when you're trying to subscribe, when you're trying to make them listen to your podcast for before they do an interview. And yes, make people listen to your podcast before you even hit that scheduling button. And then you can have a decent conversation with the podcast host. I don't care if you have kids screaming in the background. I don't care if it has to be on a Amazon smart speaker or Google smart speaker in the kitchen as you're making food. I don't care where. Just be conscious and listen to the podcast interviewer before you dare hit that scheduling button, because I am not in the mood to be talking on Zoom just for the sake of talking. I um I have a business networking Zoom that we meet every single Friday morning, and we just talk for the sake of talking. But that that is when I'm on a call about a podcast, there is no way I'm one track minded. I am one track minded. I'm with a dog with bone. So please, 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 and especially if you do lives, and this goes for the lives too. If you're doing a live, a YouTube live, and please watch the YouTube live before you hit the scheduling button. And that being said, I'm going to be doing, and Danielle doesn't even know this. I've I'm in the process of now hooking up with an international broadcast team. You have seen me work with this international broadcast team now, and they want me, they love me so much. They want me to have my own show. So basically, I'm working out the details as we speak because this international this international broadcasting team is all over the place, including India. Thank you. The head is in India, and we have people. It's called I am TV, and look it up on YouTube. And I've shared about them. I've shared about them all over the place. They have They have daily stuff, and you can watch it on YouTube, and they're not a podcast, but you have to watch it on YouTube. Yes, people, I know you love your podcast, but yes, in order for me to do this, it has to be on YouTube. Even though I'm going to try and convince them eventually after I get my foot in the door to translate it on to a podcast because YouTube is a little bit tricky due to the pandemic. Let's blame it on the pandemic. Still, let's beat it at horse. The pandemic, the pandemic, the pandemic. The YouTube is a little bit tricky right now, and so it's just a little bit tricky right now. But please watch before you guys hit. Please watch YouTube's. Please listen to podcasts before you guys hit the scheduling button, because after you um after you hit the scheduling button and you start the process, you should at least know what you're getting into. And you should at least know what you're getting into. So give the disabled person space and grace, and then watch the content before you hit the go button, or and maybe you should put this in the information or email down below in big bold letters, or do something. Listen to the podcast, put it in big bold capital letters. And no, we're not screaming at you guys to listen to the podcast. We just want you guys to have a base of what is going on. And now my true fans have a base of what's going on because they listen. But my new fans don't have they don't know me from a hole in a wall. So so that's why I'm saying in general, just listen to the content before you hit the scheduling button on any podcast, and we'll make it work. But Danielle, do you want to say anything else?
Uh, uh, see
I
you.
knew that. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that she was going to agree with me because um yeah, I we got an email the other day saying, can we use audio and the video? I'm like, yeah, of course. But yeah, but it's going to be a podcast, and with the conjunction of IMTV. And if you look up Mind Closet 101, you'll see me on there. Um, you'll see me on there and you'll get the gist of it. But I might be doing a little bit more um, live because people love to see as a people. And so I might be doing a little bit more lives than just a stagnant image on YouTube. But that's all I want to say. And you guys have a beautiful Saturday slash a beautiful Sunday. And we'll be back on Tuesday, you guys, and we'll condense this episode into thoughts of CP, or and actually I'm mixing it up a little bit, you guys. It's gonna be starts with CP on Mondays. So we're mixing it up because you we're sending you guys on a wild goose chase here just for the moment. And so it's going to be starts with CP on Monday. And so that's how you guys are going to kick off your week. No more Tuesdays, you guys, because I'm like, okay, you guys love me and Danielle, so we might as well do starts with CP. And trust me, I'm gonna be calling it starts with CP even on a Monday if I don't get corrected. I'll probably get corrected on the recording by my lovely BFF, who's laughing at me right now because she knows that on a Monday morning I can only think one track minded. And so I'll probably call it starts with CP, but always know it starts with CP and we kick it off Monday morning. And then we're going to do, with all the episodes we do in the next couple weeks, they're also going to be on the Asquin feed, starts with CP. So there we go. Mix it up a little bit and pick it up a notch because I am doing what I can to help you guys out and raise awareness about cerebral palsy. And so, yeah, that's that. And so, Danielle, do you want to lead us out?
La for for
You Thank you for following us, you guys. You're welcome for the education about cerebral palsy, and yeah, so that's that. And now go scoot, go scoot for run, walk. I don't know what you guys are doing nowadays due to the pandemic, but we're going to have some fun in the next couple weeks and luckily, what are we at, Danielle? Are we at March now or April for content?
May.
May? Okay. That's every time, every time okay, the reason why I'm laughing to you guys is because, okay, so May on the only thing that's gonna be changing is, well, May will turn into June. And so the only thing that's going to be changing is starts with CP is going to be Monday mornings instead of Tuesday mornings. And so it's going to be Monday, it's going to be Monday, Thursday, and Sunday, you guys. And so, yeah, that's that. But we're all set. So basically, you guys, if I wanted to if I wanted to stop recording content, which I don't because I love it, um, I would be set up until May. Then looking at May, I would be up in the creek without a paddle. But if I wanted to rest my voice, I would be set up until May and have fresh new content for you guys to listen to. But I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. I love it. And if I need to get a W 2 job in journalism, I will get a W 2 job. I'm actually working on the process of getting a W job in journalism after I finish my degree. And my degree is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. I'll go into that after we go into the life update next week. But man, it's quicker than I thought, and plus I got all my transfer credits in, but it's quicker than I thought. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Go scoot. Go hug your family. Go be safe. Be strong. And yes, I'll give you the life update slash medical update when I have it. I don't have it yet, you guys, but it's a long process fighting with the medical system. Ugh. But that's because of the COVID situation. And right now, we're on the right track to get me a diagnosis of 99% positive I have asthma. And so, yeah, but that's that. And if I have asthma, I have asthma. No big deal. So just another feather in my cap, and just another feather in my cap that I can talk about. So no big deal on that. But because of the pandemic, everything just a little bit slow. And please, 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 public announcement. Please check your registered ballots and make sure you're registered to vote, because I hate to get political, but we need to kick someone out of office to save Danielle and myself sanity, and we need to speak up for the disabled and the blacks and the blacks that are disabled, and we need to kick a certain president that starts with E, ends with a T, out of office. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Danielle said yeah on that. Danielle agrees with me. So please make sure, and it will pop up on Facebook, it will pop up on Instagram, trust me. Please make sure you're registered to vote in your state. Please, 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 please do that. And yeah, just please make sure you're registered to vote. And if you need help physically registering to vote, ask me and I'll do some research on my end how to get people with disabilities to vote, because because I'm a able-bodied brain thinker, I know how to do it, and my dad actually got me set up. Thanks, Dad, for that. And I was able to vote when I was 18. And so for those of you with disabilities, I'll do some research and I'll come back with the research and do it just as a good journalist should. But for those of you who are checking, please click yes, register to vote on Facebook. Please fill in your address. Please fill in your email address. Please just register to vote, and please just do your piece in social justice. Get a certain president out of office, because if we want to make change, after the pandemic, we need to get a certain person out of office. Thank you. And that's all I'll say about that. And if you want to make change and not be locked up in your house, and we need to get a certain person out of office, and all it all starts with us, and it all starts on who we vote for, and I'll leave it at that. And yes, we're turning off the mics now, and so we'll leave it at that. Now, Scoot, go Scoot. For my public announcement, go Scoot, and thank you for following us. Bye, you guys.
Bye.